I'm working feverishly on the left-hand front now. I've got the coil spring out. The coil spring's over here. Once again, got to jack the car ridiculously high. I'm having all sorts of difficulties. Let's just turn the light on. Let's have a look. You can see the coil spring's out. This is seized, absolutely solid, and it's starting to round the nut off. I've managed to get the steering stabilizer out, and what I'm going to have to do is remove the hub carrier, lower ball joint, and the lower wishbone. I'm going to have to pull that out in one go. Then I'm going to have to cut somehow, either drill it or cut it. I'm not sure, but I can't do it on the car. I'm having a real difficulty. This is just a long bar I'm using to chase out. I've got there's the castle nut. That's the other side. Secures the what's that called? A fulcrum shaft. Once again, I've had to remove the steering. Let me just crawl underneath so I can show you what my next issue is. And I'm going to come back to this tomorrow. There's the fulcrum shaft. You can see I've driven it out a good sort of 8 or 9 inches. It needs to come out about another inch, but it's hitting the exhaust. So I've got to unbolt the exhaust here and here, drop the exhaust out of the way. I've already removed the steering. This is the steering rack. It has a shaft coming out of here, which I've undone. But as you drive the shaft out, it hits just on the edge of the steering. But just by moving the steering down out of the way, I've not had to undo the other 2 bolts, which are awkward with this pallet in the way. But unfortunately, I need to drive this shaft just to about here to get the whole thing out, and that will allow the whole wishbone with the hub assembly out. But I've got to take the exhaust off. I can't believe it. But never mind. I'll come back to it tomorrow. I've got the shock absorber out. There's the shock absorber mounting. So we're largely dismantled. I've had enough now. Ooh, getting up off my back, lying in the street. It's a devil of a job. I've got the car propped on an axle stand, a ramp with a load of chocks and wedges. It's sitting on a pallet on the cross member, and then the other side I've had to turn the steering, which I can turn that steering back again, it's not a problem, and I will just tie the wheel back onto the ramp. And then we've got another axle stand under here with wedges. I'm making it as safe as I possibly can, but nonetheless, it's a devil of a job. I wasn't really looking to remove the exhaust, but I'm going to have to. But that's a job I'll come back to in the morning. So there's the steering arm I removed. It's just the whole thing. It's a devil of a job, but we'll get there.